In high school, I found my identity in being an athlete, in playing sports. It's who I was, what I did, and what people knew about me. I wanted to earn as many patches as possible to fill up my letter jacket. But then I went to college, and I realized people could care less if I was a good athlete in high school. They could care less how many patches I had on a jacket that I would never wear again. I started to realize that my identity was who I was and not what I did. And as Jesus as my target, I had to figure out how to aim my life in the right direction to hit that target dead on. And we see in Ephesians that even though they were Christians, they were having trouble hitting their target. And Paul begins by saying this, "For you were once darkness." Now, this was not an insult. He was saying, you used to not know about Jesus, who he was and what he did for you, but you know now. In other words, something about you and your life has fundamentally changed. And how do we know they understood this about Jesus? It's because of what Paul says next. But now you are light in the Lord. In other words, you get it now. The light switch has been turned on. You put your trust in Jesus and what he did when he died and was resurrected on the cross. You are connected to God. And Paul could have summed it up this way. Because of your relationship with Jesus, you are different than you were before. Then Paul goes on and writes this, "Live as children of light." Which makes you wonder, were some Christians not living in the light? And what does that even mean? Basically, living in the darkness means being unaware of the access you have to God as a big, loving Father. And living in the light means you are aware of this about God and you've put your trust in him. So to live as children of the light is knowing this. I am a son or a daughter of God. Knowing God's power is available to me at all times. The greatest power in the universe is on my side. The person who invented love loves me unconditionally no matter what I've done. Because of Jesus, God and I are in good standing. You realize your former identity isn't your forever identity. Paul is saying, when you decided to follow Jesus, something changed about you and in you. Your life was like a dark room where someone turned on the light. In a word, you're different, so live differently. But living in the light is not natural. So how do we choose to live in the light daily? First of all, be real. Living in darkness is about hiding who you really are. Living in the light is about being honest. Are you feeling insecure? Be honest about it. Do you feel like you don't measure up? Tell someone. Have you messed up? Own it. Is there an area of your life today that you're hiding because you're scared of what other people will think of you? If so, bring it to the light and be real about it. Number 2, be wise. When you fully understand that God made you and he wants more for you, you begin to realize that your decisions today matter because your life matters. It means making choices that are best for you for your future, even if they don't make sense right now. And here's fair warning, being wise isn't common. It may even feel scary to make choices that are so different than the people around you. It takes courage to live in the light, but light is always worth it. And number 3, be kind. You know what's not normal in middle school? A person who treats other people well all the time. It's like a light in a dark room. A person who encourages people instead of making fun of them, who celebrates others' accomplishments instead of being jealous. That's different. So when you choose to be kind, you are living differently than you would before you knew Jesus. So as you head to small groups today, I want you to remember, you have a choice daily that you have to decide to live in the light.